Hello everybody, this is Dr. Kevin Connors. This is just going to be a very short video on how to help deal with weight loss and cachexia. So cachexia is also termed wasting syndrome. That's when you feel like you are losing weight and you can't seem to put on weight. So this isn't somebody I've lost 20 pounds and now I feel like I'm underweight, but I'm stable. This is somebody who I've lost 20 pounds, I am underweight, and I'm losing 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 pounds a week, and everything I'm doing, I can't stop this. What should I do? It's a very difficult thing to stop. So far, there's literally no medications on the market that seem to help this at all. And that's what we want to talk about, some different ideas for dealing with uncontrolled weight loss. So what's happening with cancer with uncontrolled weight loss is that cancer is a state of rapid replication. And in this rapid replication, there's a great demand for fuel from the growing cancer. So the way your body works is your body is trying to conserve. That means it's trying to use what it needs without too much waste going on. So the cancer, being in a state of replication, your body per se is not realizing that this is not what it wants to do. The cancer is calling for fuel, so it's looking for fuel. So everything you're eating may be going to feed the cancer. So what are we doing? We don't want to feed the cancer. We want to starve the cancer. That's why in earlier stages of cancer, doing fasting can be extremely appropriate. But in cases like this where you're in a cachexic state, you're having several pounds of weight loss a week and you're already underweight, you can't do fasting. So what do you do? Because the cancer is in rapid replication, it's calling for fuel, and you're not eating enough to feed the cancer, it's burning fat and then through your protein sources. And what your protein sources are your muscle. So you're losing muscle mass because the first call for energy is the cancer. And typically at this stage, you're fairly sedentary. So you're not up and moving and exercising. And the more you feel ill, the more you're resting more. And your body does need rest. So, but the problem is because you feel ill and you're resting and you're not getting any exercise, the first call for fuel is the cancer. So the cancer gets priority, and the cancer breaks down fat and breaks down protein. So you lose muscle mass and you lose all your fat stores. That's a process called gluconeogenesis. Glucose is created, new, and created. So it's creating new glucose from fat stores and protein. So that's not a good thing. So how do we stop that? Well, the trick in stopping that is you have to create a greater need. So right now, cancer is the greatest need. So it is causing gluconeogenesis, breaking down protein stores and fat stores. Fine, let's forget about the fat stores. Let's worry about the protein stores. Where's the greater need? Right now it's the cancer. How do I create a greater need so that I'm not losing muscle mass? Well, here's some hints. So number one, we have to keep up our appetite. So if you don't have enough fuel source coming in, we're not going to be able to make new muscle. So this is what I hear from my cancer patients. I don't even want to eat. I feel nauseous. I can't eat. Well, if nausea is your issue, then we need to talk about ginger chews, using ginger lozenges, using peppermint gum, different things for nausea. That's not what this video is about, but call us with some hints for that. And I put will in here because it really is an act of your will also. You have to choose to eat, because I hear this so often. I don't feel like eating. I don't care if you feel like eating, you have to eat. So you have to put some food in your tummy. That's where using shakes may be helpful, using some smoothies, something more tasty might be helpful, blending a little bit of colorful fruit into a smoothie might be beneficial. So you have to choose to eat. So you're not eating because you're hungry, you're eating because you need those calories right now. Increasing complex carbs. My example is if my horse is lost weight over the winter, what do? You grain the horse. If you wanna get your feeder calf ready for slaughter, what do? You grain the calf. So adding grains, some complex carbs, some rice, some oatmeal back to your diet can be helpful. Everybody thinks, oh my gosh, I'm losing muscle mass. I need to eat a bunch of protein. Well, no, it's not really work that way. So you need to get some carbs that are going to break down to be a source of fuel to make new muscle. So in order to make new muscle, you make new muscle from carbohydrates that are going to create new muscle fibers. So increasing complex carbs. The use of CBD and THC will both stimulate appetite and help with cachexia. So the use of CBD oil and THC in the form of either THC oil, aka Rick Simpson's oil, or THC in the form of smoking marijuana can be extremely beneficial to increase appetite, to decrease nausea, that can decrease appetite, and that can decrease cachexia. Here's a link down here, so copy and paste this link. There's several hints on this website on how different use and form of marijuana can be very beneficial for cachexia. I'd suggest you look at that web page. The second, and this is so important, so if you just do this, the argument would be, well, I'm just going to eat more calories, that's just going to feed the cancer more. Well, that's true. So we need to create a greater need here. So that's where the exercise comes in. So if you are not using something, then your body, think of it like a cartoon. So here you are, you're not using your muscles because you're too exhausted and you don't have the energy to exercise or anything. So the call for need for that muscle is not very great. And the cancer is like growing, and it's like, give me food, give me food, give me food. And the muscle goes, well, here, you can have some of my tissue because I don't need it because this person isn't using it. So just like a weightlifter, if he's going to increase his biceps muscle, he's going to have to lift weight. How does lifting weights increase your biceps muscle? Because the body knows. So if you use a muscle, you're calling for that muscle to contract. Calling for that muscle to contract greater than its ability to contract, like lifting a really heavy weight and it's really hard and really straining that and really pushing it, then your body goes, oh my gosh, he really needs to use this muscle apparently, so we need to lay down more muscle fiber. So you're creating a greater need. So it's all about the greater need. So no matter how bad we feel, get some 5-pound weights, laying in bed, not feeling good, and do some curls. Do some isometrics. Stand up with a walker if you have to. Lean on your bed if you have to, and do some leg raisers. Contract your muscles. You have to contract the muscles. I don't feel good. I don't want to go out for a walk. I get winded. Contract the muscles. You have to contract the muscles. Have somebody do muscle testing on you. Hold your arm up and have them pull it down. Try to resist. Lift your legs off the bed. Do 10 leg raisers. Don't discount the silly little exercises of that you could do that they used to do is in a little exercise routine. Do anything you possibly can to create a need for more muscle mass. Also, get out walking, get air, get sunshine. I can't overemphasize this. If you don't create a need for muscle mass, then your muscles will freely volunteer tissue to be broken down into glucose to feed the cancer. So you have to create a greater need in the muscle mass. So do everything you can to do that. So really push yourself. That's the way you can starve the cancer. So you're in effect starving the cancer by creating a greater need at a muscle area. So I know you need to rest. I know you need to heal. But if when you're in a cachexic state, you need to exercise. So very, very important. So work on that. Call our office if you want to talk about more about CBD and THC. Legally, we can sell the CBD, but not the THC here. But we can give you instructions on some sources and where to get it. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great day.